I think already the rewards have been obvious. Well, it's involving 5 schools across the state, which is a fantastic way to celebrate diversity. We've got remote schools, we've got regional schools in that mix, and 1 metro. The students are able to tell their stories, and every child has a story.
We all gone to the rock. We gone to McCann's rock. Yeah, Mr. Payton reckon we all gone for a ride.
The way they're telling the story is in Aboriginal English. So this is just a wonderful way that some of that Aboriginal culture, and could be history as well, is being captured.
Nan Glenn reckon ballet. We all took it.
It's the language the first language that our kids speak and learn before they go to school, which means we use English words. So people are hearing English words, but they have Aboriginal meaning.
You're saying go right along there. I'd say just keep going straight in that direction. We've got guidelines on how to write Aboriginal English, but this is still an evolving part of recording Aboriginal English, if you like.
So then Nan looked at all your sentences.
A big part of it was we were very fortunate here to have Glenys Collard as a grandmother for some of the students at our school, mother to P&C presidents, and so very involved in the workings of our school. And it was talking with her and with Patsy Coensberg from the EALD team that we were trying to embrace the cultural standards framework. We're at really kind of initial stages about getting our students and staff to be aware that there's this thing called Aboriginal English, and that at school we teach standard Australian English, and that's the language of instruction. And we found, maybe a little bit to my surprise, because I'm coming from more from a remote school sort of context, that kids here weren't aware of the terminology, even that it was called Aboriginal English and standard Australian English, and they were proficient code switching from what they were doing at home to school, but they weren't really aware of it. And so this is about making them aware that this is what it's called, Aboriginal English, and this is what standard Australian English is, what we do at school.
Too lovely, we're going for a ride. All us are going, all us kids. Miss Arden told us. It's
about delving into what's underneath all the language, the culture that comes with it. That is really important.
I feel very proud, because I didn't get that kind of opportunity back in the day. To show them where I learnt from drawing, coming back here and sharing that with the next generation.
Have you heard there was a damper and ants?
So you got a bit of a piece here, and you can hear as the wind blows through it. That's why they're probably quiet, because I was thinking, well, they'll be looking at a piece of paper and that there, but at the same time they could be hearing all the different noises and that there, the animals and that.
So the final story from Kondinin is all about wicked kids, which is Aboriginal English for wonderful kids. The storybook is based on an excursion out to McCann's Rock, and that's how they got their material to write the story. This is why the students have been so motivated, because they can connect with the stories. And research, shows that if you can be proficient and understand in your first language, you can then transfer that into a second language, or in this case dialect.